A Dunedin academic has set up a support group for families with a member with fetal alcohol spectrum disorder. The group met for the first time last week to share their experiences. Dr. Salmon is here to tell us about the disorder and the group. Good evening, Dr. Salmon.
Good evening, Rebecca.
Now tell us a wee bit about fetal alcohol spectrum disorder. I understand that it's an umbrella term for a variety of symptoms.
Yes, fetal alcohol spectrum disorder is actually a clinical term, but is not a diagnosis. The diagnoses under this clinical term are fetal alcohol syndrome, which is a full-blown disability, partial fetal alcohol syndrome, alcohol-related neurodevelopmental disorder, and alcohol-related birth defects. The term was first coined 40 years ago because of the triad of symptoms in children displaying central nervous system dysfunction, growth deficiency, and the characteristic craniofacial dysmorphology.
How common is the disorder?
Worldwide, there is no prevalence. It is only estimates, unfortunately. So the estimate, which is prevalent today, is for 2 to 5 per 1,000 individuals with FASD, therefore making it a prevalent public health issue.
Now, you've done some research on this area, Yes, Tell us a little bit about that.
I've actually undertaken a master's here at the university. That was about 6 years ago. That was followed by a PhD thesis. And both theses were quantitative, and they addressed individuals like the birth mothers for the masters of an individual or individuals with the disability. So it looked at those mothers' experiences, but it's extremely difficult to find the birth mothers because they move, they don't stay with the individual. The individual is generally adopted by an adoptive mother. And then the PhD, that looked at the experiences of individuals aged from 14 onwards. And in both cases, I had to source individuals from the North and the South Islands to come up with the information that I required. So it was not an easy task, but we got there in the end.
Now, you've started a support group. Why is that?
The support group initially is, I knew women in Dunedin with a child with this disability, and there are just no resources for these people. So I thought it would be a good idea to get the ladies together, and so that they could share their experiences and their perspectives on the disability and with each other, and therefore it would reduce stress levels for them, and knowing that there was someone else out there who had the same experiences as themselves.
What do you think needs to be done to reduce the number of people with FASD?
What actually needs to be done is quite simple. Do not drink alcohol when you are pregnant or when you are planning a pregnancy. It is a 100% preventable condition. So the message is, please don't drink during pregnancy.
Dr. Salmon from the University of Otago, thanks very much for your time.
Thank you.